everyone, this is Mei Lan Xiao from Belgian Chinese Tea Association. Today I'm not going to talk about just the tea, I'm just going to keep people's update for some latest development that I noticed. Okay, like today, I contact with some suppliers for the industrial products in order to support my mission promoting tea and the Chinese tea culture. I have to work, so I'm doing the coordination with the Chinese suppliers. Due to the trade war between America and China, of course it affects China as well. So what I noticed in the past, the Chinese manufacturers dare to invest and put a lot of parts in their warehouse, and they are willing to accept a small patch of orders. Now the situation seems changing. Okay, they also want to do just in time. If they have the stocks in warehouse, they are willing to accept small patches order. If not, otherwise they will ask for minimal order quantity (MOQ). So this is somehow that the notice the change. Okay, the Chinese normally are very risk-taking, but when it comes to the critical time, they also will start to think how to adapt to the change. Reducing risk is the first thing they will do. Another thing I notice is, when it comes to tea, the economic is slowing down. So in the past, a lot of Chinese retreat people or investors invest on tea boldly. The situation seems changing at this moment. So that forced a lot of tea producing regions to rethink about the channel strategy as well. Chinese is very positive. Chinese, we are very positive in thinking, because for us, crisis means opportunity. So it gave us the time to rethink how to adapt to the change in the market, to develop a new channels for sales. In the meantime, it will give the chance for the local to rethink how to control the excessive development as we have seen in the past few years. People ask me, well, will that affect to the tea farmers? I say yes and no. The yes, of course, they will worry about how to sell their products, okay? And the no is because many of them actually not just living entirely based on tea. They also have other agricultural products, or like chicken farming and the cow or the sheep and the things like that. So they have a diverse activities to support the economy. Most important is, in the recent years, I have seen how the China government implementing the sustainable development policy in the remote urban areas. It's working now. It is really working now. Okay. So I grew up from the very nationalist-minded family. My father was KMT general. I was born in Taiwan, so basically you probably would think I am against communists. I was against the old communists in the Cultural Revolution period of time, but I'm not entirely against the communists in China today. Why? Because I've seen what they try to do to help the local region on the sustainable development. When Eva and I would talk about sustainability development in Europe, I only point out to Evo, it's one simple thing. Sustainable development requires the little people like you and me. Not just about the big company, it's about the small entrepreneurs, whether they can survive. So sustainability development is not just the critical issue for the underdeveloped underdeveloping countries, or on the way out of underdeveloping countries into the developing countries like China. Because in one hand, if you go to the big city in China, like Beijing, Shanghai, or the first line cities, you will see very modern, and you will say that is a developed country, but not underdeveloping country. But if you go to the countryside, you will see another part of China. So this part, if I see the difference between China, including Taiwan, and also to the West, is the development over there is very much encouraging the individual, the small enterprise, the small medium-sized company to survive. Instead of only putting the money and investment on the mega size of company or investment. And I hope this latest development situation will give some European strategists a chance to think. When you talk about development, please do consider how to design and implement the sustainable development, sustainability by the little people, by small entrepreneurs. This is Mei Lan from Beijing Chinese Tea Association.